Well, welcome back. Get this. A new study claims that over 60% of baby boomers are actually more concerned about running out of money during retirement than they are of dying. This comes after an Economic Policy Institute report showed that for workers near retirement age, the median amount of savings is just $17,000. Joining us now, Ramsey Solutions financial expert and author of Retire Inspired, Chris Hogan. Chris, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us. Wow, people do not have any money in savings for retirement. Really low numbers, Chris.
It really is, and it's not actually that shocking to me because as I travel the country speaking, I'm hearing from people that they don't have enough. I'm hearing from people that they believe that Social Security is going to provide them enough to be able to live on with dignity. And Maria, that causes me concern. And so that's why I've got to keep doing what I'm doing, beating the drum to help people wake up and truly understand the reality. You cannot allow fear to dominate you. Fear is very real, but what you have to do is wake up and plug into a plan that will actually work.
Yeah, especially since Social Security is going out of business, Dagan, which we talk about every day.
Right. It's run, and even Medicare, it runs out of money even sooner.
11 years or something, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But, Chris, again, it's translating that fear, like you said, into action.
It is. It really is. And taking the right actions are the most important things. Like, regardless of where you are, there are things that you can do. You can start to understand your income, how much is coming in versus what's going out. What does it take for you to live on? So establishing a budget will help give you a little bit more clarity, but also understanding the number one threat to your dreams. And I'm talking about debt. You have to understand that the average car payment's hovering around $600, the average used car payment's hovering around $400, and the average mortgage payment's $1,100. This is a reality for people. You start to factor in credit cards and student loan debt, and you can start to see the average income of 24% is going out to consumer debt. So people need to wake up and really start to get more intentional and take more control over the areas that they can. Debt and budgeting are two things they can control. We just have to wake up and get started.
Chris, Amy Holmes here. My question is, what about the housing crisis and how this might have impacted people's retirement planning? A lot of people, they thought their retirement was going to be in their rising home value, and in 2008, 2009, they saw that get wiped out.
Well, I still believe that owning a home is the American dream. The problem is that people have overbought. They've allowed themselves to get emotional and bought too much based on bad guidance from a bank or a real estate agent. What they have to do is really step back and start to assess where they are and what can be done. If you bought too much home and you can't afford it, let's engage with the real estate agent and look to see, can you sell the home? Can you downsize? Maybe you go back to renting. But I think people need to be aware, regardless of the decisions you've made in the past, you still have control over your future. It's about understanding your options.
Hey, Chris, we're talking about baby boomers being worried about their retirement, but are millennials worried enough about their retirement? It strikes me that they're probably not thinking about it, and they're missing the chance to put money away now when they can actually do something about it.
Brian, I couldn't agree more, my friend. That's why I'm traveling around and doing everything to get millennials to wake up and really understand the opportunity. Plugging in and utilizing a 401k or a 403b now, and while they're in their early 20s, will truly set them up to be on millionaire status later in life. But we have to help them to understand it. We have to help them to understand the importance of taking that control yourself, putting that money aside, and not just investing up to the match, but investing 15% of your income and let it sit there. It's not a home down payment. It's not money for a wedding. This is money for your dreams for later. So if we can get them to see this and understand it, I truly think we can help more people start enjoying their dreams in their 50s and not their 70s.
Yeah, it's a good point.
I agree with you on one major thing, Chris. A wedding is the dumbest waste of money on planet Earth. If you can extract...
Try telling that to the couple.
If you can extract that money from the relatives, from the parents, and all the people who might show up, it's like, I'm not going to make you buy me a gift. Just send me a check, and you don't even have to come to the wedding. We'll elope.
But you know that now. I know that now. But when
that.
you were getting ready for the wedding,
You're such a hopeless romantic.
I know that after the first marriage, really. I'm on my second, so... Don't waste waste your money, especially if it's your first marriage. I'm just kidding, Chris.
Chris?
No, but you bring up a good
Comment?
point. You do bring up a good point. We do have to go into things and really understand the long-term impact of today's decisions financially. And you're right. Weddings, these are something where people typically overspend. I mean, $25,000 to $30,000 to $40,000 on one day. That's a wedding. You know, you have many years of life to live together. So going in with your eyes wide open, make decisions, and set some limits for yourself so you can feel better later.
All right, send the check to the couple.
Extract that.
Forget about a gift for the wedding. Chris, thank you.
Thank you.
Chris Hogan joining us there.